Hi YouTube! Welcome to our second episode of our Lego modular review. Today we are looking at the Market Street. So yeah, this is it. This is the Market Street, the second modular that was released by Lego. And it's actually a very special modular. I mean, they're all special. But this one was actually not designed by a Lego designer, but it was designed by a fan. And in particular a fan from the Netherlands, where both of us are living. So that's quite cool, and we do recognize some of the architectural features of the building also being from the Netherlands and being inspired from the Netherlands, so that's pretty cool. As you can see, this modular is in a blue color, and what is interesting is that originally it was actually not designed to be blue, it was designed to be red, but as you might remember, the first modular building that we reviewed last time is already red, and they already knew that they wanted to have a fire brigade as well as a modular, and that one also obviously needs to be red like a proper fire brigade, so therefore the color of this modular was changed to be blue. So this is what you get then in the end, this blue building with a lot of the white details, and yeah, that's I think basically what I want to say. Do you want to add something?
Well, what's interesting is that this was released as a factory set for only about $90 at the time, and I think you could only order it online. And nowadays you sell these for about $1,000, maybe even more. So hopefully you saw them online at the time and collected them. However, it's seen as the black sheep of the modular series. I mean, it does follow most of the modular staples, like the lamppost here, the fact that it's tiles, you know, the old-fashioned architecture, the building height, but I mean, what's up with this second half? There's no inside. It doesn't have the polish as all the other Lego modelers. So some people actually doubt whether it's a real modeler or not. But it is featured in Lego promotional material for the modelers. You can see on the back of the box I think it was the green grocer. So it's in that line, and also, of course, if you get the what do you call it, assembly square, you see the three little mini versions of the modelers, and this is in between it. So, by all accounts, by those accounts, it is indeed an official modeler, and that's why we're also going to be reviewing
in the Lego movie along with the other ones. No?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you see a lot of buildings in Lego modeler,
sure.
Lego movie, but yeah, it's shown there too, without this part. All right, let's take a closer look at the Market Street. Well. This part, you know, let's just get this out of the way. This is I guess, a place for a market where this guy can sell vegetables. According to the instructions, you're supposed to put these vegetables in the inside, but you hardly see them that way. I kind of like the gate here. That's kind of cute. And this is actually rather fun to make. But, I mean, what is this? What's with the, what's with the vents? All right, I don't see any machinery, so that doesn't make sense. And I've honestly never seen a construction like this before. I mean, yes, there are ports to places, but I mean, what is this supposed to mean? I don't know. I even have strong beliefs that Lego, the original designer, didn't even design this, that it was later made to be added so that the whole modeler would be square like the other modelers. In the promotional videos you see nowadays of the modelers, they don't even include this. So I don't know what to make of this. Now, you can divide it, all right? And I'll be honest, I don't think I'm going to be adding this to this city, but we'll talk a little bit more about that later. So, yeah, there's this thing. This is the good stuff, though. So, we have this cute stairway going upwards. And what I think is really cool is that these double windows on top of each other, that's a lot like the Dutch architecture you find in Amsterdam. So this really brings me home. And what's kind of neat about this building is that you can pull it apart and stack it however you like. So I guess you could put this one here instead and this one here and have a shorter building if you like. You can also turn it around. Let's say you want to put this in the front. I'm not saying it would look better that way, but it is possible. So that adds a little bit to the playability. So, yeah. And the last thing, let me put it together quickly, is the back, which, well, that's a major bummer, because, well, actually this looks even better than the normal one. This is just empty, and this building, if you give me a quick moment, what I did was I replaced these ugly yellow windows. Try to imagine this. So without the white windows, you had these yellow bricks, and 4 of them. And I just did not like that. So I immediately got 4 of these windows out of my closet and put them inside. And that looks much better. It gives a bit more of a distinction. What I think is also kind of cool is this balcony here. That's a fun place to hang out. And what a lot of people criticize are these white railings. Indeed, they really stick out. They look rather funky, but I think the building looks pretty good. It doesn't have the elaborate detailing of later modulars, but nevertheless, this does work. And it being a building from Amsterdam, I think it's a lot of fun to have as part of my Lego building. So what about the minifigures?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about the minifigures because they are my favorite part of the modulars. Let's see, how does this work?
Yep.
Like this, okay.
Force it.
Cool. So this modular comes with 3 minifigures, which is not as much as some of the later ones. So, but yeah, still we have 3 minifigures, as you can see here. One looking up from the top over the street that we are building, which is really nice. And this little one here running down the stairs. And of course we have this guy at the market selling fruits and vegetables. So this here is, what's her name?
We called him Shaki.
Oh yeah, this here is Shaki, and you called him this from a Dutch series, right?
Yeah, the Dutch Flutter series is a character that looks exactly like him.
Yeah, so this is Shaki. He's policing people, right? He's a bit of a...
He's keeping the neighborhood in check.
Yeah, he's checking on the neighborhood from the top, keeping watch. And then here we have, who's this?
This is Monique.
Oh yeah, here we have Monique, who is running to get some groceries from Harry, right?
That's right.
This is Harry. Yeah. Harry is selling fruits and vegetables. So yeah, I mean, there are quite some details. Like he's really coming from the market and showing off his nice fruits and vegetables, which are like some little funky green vegetables that I've never seen in real life. So they're supposedly very healthy. And there are a couple of small details that are quite nice, which will add to the playability that we will talk about later. Mm-hmm. Now we are going to look at the inside of the modular. So first we're going to take up the roof and have a look at the upper floor. So here you can see there's not much there actually. There's a gray carpet like we have in the whole building actually. And well, here again you can see the nice little balcony with the cute door, so that's kind of cute. But other than that, not much going on the inside, like was the case with the modular we reviewed last time. And then here we can have a look at the next floor. So as you can see again, the gray carpet, and then there's of course the stairs that connect all of the different floors to each other. And while you can put your own furniture or whatever you want into this building, the stairs are kind of a little bit in the way because they're in the middle of the building. So that is a bit strange. But yeah, you know, still some things you can do with this. So the floor actually looks quite similar. Again, we have the gray carpet and the brown stairs in the middle of the building. Not much more to see. What I find quite cute about this building is that the lowest floor is actually really, really tiny. And it does remind me a little bit of Amsterdam, where you have these very low buildings, also with a cute little window at the front. So that I think is a really nice detail. But other than that, also the inside is quite plain and gray and brown. So yeah, I think we'll have much more fun describing the insides of the modulars that we'll review later on. But so you have an idea of what this looks like. So now we're going to look at the different elements and we're going to rate this modular.
Yes, so tell me, Ricarda, what do you think of the outside?
Yeah, I think it's not that special. Yeah, I think especially this part is kind of a little bit ugly, and also I'm not such a fan of these rails, so I would give it a 1.
Yeah, I have to admit that this, without this extension, whatever it is, It actually looks better, so let's just put that away. And now, I'm going to be honest, I kind of like this building. I like the way it looks. It makes me happy to see it. But compared to the other modulars, it doesn't have the same charm. It lacks the details and personality that the other buildings have. So even though I like looking at it, I'm only giving it 1 out of 5 stars because it's basically the least attractive modular. Yeah. And what about the inside?
Yeah, I mean the first modulars just didn't have that much on the inside, so I think you can't give more than 1 star. Especially with this one, you in particular have these stairs that go right through the middle, so it's hard to place anything there, and it's very plain.
Yeah.
So
No, it's 4 boxes on top of each other. The back is also just completely boring. I mean, it was so boring. I just simply had to put in windows, even for this window. I rewinded a lot of things I changed, but that I just kept in here. And what about the building experience? Well, it's not that much fun. The best part of building this building, I would say, is actually making these cute little, I don't know what you call them actually, sunshades.
Yeah,
So that's a somewhat interesting building technique. The stairs are fun to make. But other than that, it doesn't really feel like an expert Lego set. It's very simple. It's just making walls, basically. And here and there, detail on the outside, but nothing on the inside. So the building experience is only 1 out of 5 stars. And finally, how much fun have we had with this one?
Yeah, I mean, we have fun, right? But yeah, you have 3 minifigures, and you can turn around the building a little bit, but other than that, there's not that much to play with.
Yeah.
So I think that's also 1 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, technically speaking, this is the most modular of all the modulars because you can switch this building around with the other, like that. And yes, you can change the way the building works. I guess you can have fun with that, but every time I do that, I end up coming back to, well, just taking this away and ending up with this. Yeah, without an inside, only 3 minifigures. There's not that much fun to have, so indeed only 1 star. Okay.
Should we build the street?
Okay, let's get on to our favorite part of this use. So we had to discuss this at length, how we would put these together. So let's get the
this
corner.
one you remember from last time. Oh no, she
Oops.
lost the share. Okay, great. He's sitting there. So this one we remember from last time. The coffee corner. So the question is, of course, how are we gonna add this? So, what did we think? I think
Well, we both agreed upon that it looks better to put it on your shelf like this, right?
Yes.
Because it's fun to see the people having dinner, and you actually see the hotel sign.
So that one has
you
to
won't
go
put it like this,
side.
obviously.
No.
And you could put. Then you have 2 options. Either you put the market
This one
thing in the middle, which lets the balcony at least have some breathing space.
And the window on the side.
But look at that. I mean, if you look sideways at the street, I mean, this looks horrible. You don't want to see that. And this way, well, again, I don't like this that much either. So putting this in between the buildings, I'm not a big fan of that. So if you take this out, put this one against this one.
Yeah, it's a bit sad for the lady on the balcony, you know, not being able to enjoy the sun. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah, the person sitting here will be looking at the wall the whole time. Rather unfortunate, but that's probably still the best option we have. Because if you do the other way around, well, now we're going to be blocking this window.
yeah,
So
also not very
you can't win.
optimal.
Yeah, later on we're going to put this building next to a lower building so that fits better. But for now, we've decided to leave the street like this. So this is going to be our Lego city for now. And yeah, we'll let this stay for a little bit longer. Who knows? But
And this, I think, is just another reason to get a new modeler into the street.
yeah.
So yeah, join us next time.
Yeah, exactly. Join us next time for the next modeler. You know, that's the case when it comes to collecting these things. I always feel like if I get the next one, it would make everything a little bit better. And you'll see that next time too. So
Thank
Have a
you
nice-
for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Without this, Whoa!
Whoa!
Okay.
We destroyed
Stop now.
it.
Stop now. Yeah.
What did you do?
Misschien een leuke blooper. Ja, die houden erin. Dus,
Die houden erin. Maar